Hello everyone, I'm Sharpedo43 once again, bringing you all another Wi-Fi battle. This is going to be an NU battle, and my opponent for this battle is going to be Shofu once again. It's been a while since I last battled him, but this time around he was looking for an NU battle. He asked me directly for the battle this time around, which is actually kind of cool. This is why I said definitely I'm going to battle you, even if it's an NU, because you guys all know that I don't really like doing NU because it's a lower tier, and I personally don't like the lower tiers because I think I've said this before, but it's mostly because I'm not familiar with a bunch of the mons that are in the tiers, and as a result I get kind of pissed when people are kicking my ass because I never know what to do. So yeah, but with Shofu is a different case. First of all, it's Shofu, and second of all, he asked me for the battle, so of course I'm gonna definitely not decline on that. And not to mention, it's not every day I battle Shofu, so definitely gonna take up on his challenge as well. And as you can see, this is gonna be the battle. It's a very good one, and I get to see the badassery that is Shofu once again, which is like probably the best thing of this whole battle in all honesty. But anyways, I'm gonna lead off with Sneasel. He's gonna lead off with Sneasel as well, which is kind of interesting. I guess we had the same idea, but unfortunately I don't have low kick on this Sneasel, so staying in would probably not be the best idea in all honesty. So I decided to switch into Hitmontop, but he also didn't seem to want to risk him losing a speed tie and then me going for the low kick, but I didn't really have it. Unfortunately, he switches into Zato, which was definitely not a switch and I was expecting, honestly. So I went for Bullet Punch here because I obviously can't switch out, because if I switch out, he's just going to go for U-turn and predict my switch and get some switch initiative, which is not what I wanted to get in all honesty. So I definitely have to see what he goes for, and he does go for U-turn. He's going to go back into Sneasel. And unfortunately here, I thought that he was just going to literally sack this, unfortunately. So I go for Mach Punch this time, and he just goes back into Zato. Now what this does is that it cripples my Hitmontop really, really badly, because look how much damage it's taking thanks to the Life Orb and the Rocky Helmet. Already over half. And that was only from the Rocky Helmet and Life Orb alone that I got that damage from, which is really, really crazy. And that actually affects my performance in the battle in the long run, which is actually crazy too. But anyways, here I double into Sneasel, or should I say switch into Sneasel, expecting the Psychic, but he actually goes for the Roost. But honestly, that doesn't really matter to me because I'm just gonna go straight for this Sub-Zero Slammer. Yeah, because I mean, this is probably the best move I can go for now that he has no switch-ins whatsoever to a Sub-Zero Slammer. I don't know if Icicle Crash alone could have KO'd this Zato, but I just went for it anyways because I don't know. The only possible switch-in I could have seen him gone to was the Garbodor, but in all honesty, I don't know if he wants to actually necessarily lose that, especially considering it's a wall. And if he loses any wall right now, that would be really, really bad. But yeah, so I take out the Zato, which is excellent. Here, I personally got kind of greedy and decided to go for the Icicle Crash, hoping for the flinch. Not to mention, I was also, even if I wasn't greedy, there was also the possibility that this thing could just set up Swords Dances in my face and then proceed to hit me with a Z Stone Edge or something. And so, as you can see here, he goes for Stone Edge. He could have gone for Excel Rock in all honesty, but I didn't want to risk him going for Swords Dance, so I just stayed in. Here I go into Hitmontop. I was gonna go for Bullet Punch just to see if I can take it out, but he's gonna switch into Rotom. I should have seen this coming and gone for Toxic in all honesty, because yeah, I kind of have Toxic on this Hitmontop. So, but I didn't predict it. So, not to mention, I don't think it would have mattered anyways, because he just goes for Volt Switch anyways. So. Although at the same time I wouldn't have taken additional Life Orb damage, so I don't know. But here I'm going to go into Healerless now because I know he's going to go for an electric move, whether it be Volt Switch or Thunderbolt, and I definitely do not want to take any more damage on my Hitmontop. Healerless is the only one that resists it. He's going to Volt Switch into Droidegon, which resists any electric moves. It could be a Soul Vested as well, so I just go for Volt Switch myself. And I think here is where I go straight into I think it was Zato, because I was anticipating a Gunk Shot if not Earthquake. So, and not to mention, Zato's like the only thing that can take any hits from this thing if it happens to be an offensive one. So he does go for the Gunk Shot. It does, thankfully I take it well, but unfortunately I got the Poison, and this Poison actually kind of forces me to go for the Roost as opposed to the U-turn. And he actually saw this coming and actually went back into Sneasel. So unfortunately I kind of misplayed here, but it's because the Poison kind of made me think that, you know what, maybe I should roost right now, because if not, I'm gonna get crippled very, very easily, and then I'm not gonna be able to roost whatsoever, and then I'm just gonna lose Zato for nothing. So yeah. Now here I commit a dumb play here. I switch out, but I completely forgot that these things can definitely pursue. In all honesty, I could have very well been taking an icicle crash here, but I didn't do it. So oh well. I lose Zato here as a result, and now I have to go into my Nerf gun, which is my Klotzer. This is a Pokemon that I've always liked design-wise, but I've never actually used it, so I actually wanted to try it out for once. And I decided to go with a spec set because I wanted to see how powerful it hits with a water pulse that's boosted by Mega Launcher and Choice Specs. That should be a lot of damage, right? Well, as he switches into Draudigon here, look at this damage is so dang pitiful. It makes me wonder if it's Spadef invested, in all honesty. But yeah, I get the confusion, which is really, really good actually, because now this allows me to switch into Heliolisk. I'm hoping he doesn't go for a freaking Earthquake here if he has that, and I can take a Gunk Shot and not get poisoned. But thankfully it just hurts itself in its confusion, which is really, really good. And now I get to just finish this thing off with a Hyper Voice, hopefully, because if this thing is AV, it might actually be able to survive. It doesn't seem like it is, so I think I'm Gucci right there. I take out the Draudigon, which is really, really good. And then here, he's going to bring back Sneasel and just go for knockoff. And unfortunately, this Heliolisk is not scarred, and he already knew that just because of the Life Orb. And he knows he can outspeed me and just take me out with knockoff. Crit doesn't matter because Heliolisk is very, very frail, in all honesty. So yeah, now I go back into my Nerf gun. I go for another Water Pulse. He does end up switching out here, in all honesty. I'm not really sure why. I'm guessing he assumed that I was carrying Aura Sphere or something. But I don't have Aura Sphere on this Klotzer. It didn't even cross my mind that I should probably run that, in all honesty. But yeah, I just went for Water Pulse here. And this does a lot of damage. He can't switch out anymore. And I can just take out this piece of trash as well. So that's actually excellent. Take out that garbage, you know. So now he's going to go back into Sneasel. And I'm just going to keep going for more Water Pulses. That's all I can really do, in all honesty. He goes for knockoff. This instantly told me that this was all Choice Banded all this time, which probably explains why I KO'd my Zato, despite it being defensive, in all honesty. Unfortunately, because he knocked off the Choice Specs here, I went for Water Pulse, and it does not take out the Sneasel, which really, really sucks, because now this Sneasel's pretty much going to do me in all honesty. And I mean big time, because look, I go into Hitmontop. You'd think I'd want to go for Mach Punch here, but I honestly thought he was going to be that one guy who tries to preserve differential, and I was like, maybe I should just switch in Delphox then. But this ended up being a misplay because he ends up just going for the knockout, and I was like, oh, that was a misplay if anything. So I lose Delphox for nothing basically, but I would have lost it if I yeah, I would have lost it anyways, because I mean, actually, no, I don't know. Yeah, I would have lost it anyways to Lycanroc or Rotom, depending on the setup of Rotom. But anyways, after taking out Delphox, I just go back into Hitmontop, go for Bullet Punch, and take out the Sneasel, which I think I should have done earlier before doing that double on into Delphox, in all honesty. Here he finally goes into Rotom. This is my last Pokemon, so he just needs to go for Thunderbolt and just take out my Hitmontop, which really, really sucks. And that's gonna be the whole game. So yeah, good game to Shofu right there. That double into Delphox was probably the worst play well, it's not the worst play, but it was definitely a misplay nonetheless. It was probably the biggest misplay I made there. But at the same time, this is another battle where I just straight up lose once again, like hands down. Like I was guaranteed to lose. Kind of like in the battle with Scott, I was just guaranteed to lose here as well, because look, if I just went for the Mach Punch on the Sneasel, I would have taken it out, sure. But then he can easily just go into what's it called, Rotom, Volt Switch, take out my Hitmontop. He brings out Lycanroc, I send out Delphox. He can easily just go for 2 Excel Rocks and just take out my Delphox, because my Delphox cannot 2-shot Lycanroc with any of the moves that I had on it. So yeah, he had that match no matter what. But oh well, what are you gonna do? Good game nonetheless to Shuffle. It was still a pretty fun battle in my opinion. I did get kind of disappointed because I doubled like by mistake, but after looking back at the battle, I realized that I was gonna lose the battle anyway, so it didn't matter in the long run. Good game nonetheless. It was actually really fun to battle Shuffle once again. In fact, I kind of missed battling him for once, and I don't know if he's gonna eventually quit battling for once. So getting one more battle with him is always a nice thing. It's always a nice treat right there. But anyways, thank you all for watching this this battle with your boy Shofu, and hope you guys enjoyed it. Feel free to leave your thoughts in the comments below if you guys want to, and I'll catch you guys in the next battle. But for now, just take it easy.